Yeah, my family name Roachford is like generations deep in music, and I started gigging in my uncle's band when I was like 14, and he plays saxophone, Uncle Bill, and just an amazing experience to work with people so much older than me, and my grandmother just encouraged everyone to learn an instrument. As a matter of fact, she insisted. It wasn't even encouragement. It was like, you're gonna, and I'm glad she did now. Yeah. I've always wanted to play music, you know. I've always wanted to. It's the best way to express yourself, or for me anyway. And I always like writing, making little songs up. And I don't know about the other. I mean, like the music business side and the pop star side, I wasn't really as focused on. But I knew I wanted to make albums and make music. Yeah. I think dramatically, you know, as in, it's a learning curve all the way. You keep learning, and learning from other people, and your life experience, it deepens your music as well, because stuff I was writing about and my perspective when I was like starting out, and now, you know, a few relationships down the line, you know, it gives the music more depth. Yeah, I think. Well, I've had a very diverse musical journey as far as the stuff I grew up listening to. I come from a Caribbean family. My parents are from Barbados, and listened to music from these islands, from Jamaica, reggae and calypso. But also growing up in London, Radio 1 was a big part of my, you know, musical heritage. And my uncle got me into the blues, which most of my mates didn't really care for, you know. But I just felt akin to the blues, and so it's tainted all of my music. And then I got into more guitar stuff, so I mixed maybe the reggae, the soul, and the blues and the rock stuff, and found my own place. And I'm glad, because I never wanted to do what everyone else was doing, you know. To me, that's already trodden ground, and I that's done. I want to do something that's unique to me, you know. I remember that. It was crazy, because I was in a little transit van with my band, and we were playing in going to Liverpool to play in a university or something, you know, and turn on the radio, and then my song was on, and I was thinking, at this point, loads of people are listening to a song that I wrote in my little bedroom at my mum's place. With Surreal, you know. Yeah. Well, there's been loads. I met so many people that I grew up listening to. I think meeting Stevie Wonder, because he's like a god of music to me, you know. That was very amazing, and it was surreal at the same time, because it was just like, if you'd have told me when I was a kid that I'd be hanging out with Stevie Wonder or something and listening to his demos, and you know, it was like, that was a highlight, one of them. I grew up, yeah, more or less between Kennington, Clapham and Brixton, South London boy. Went to school in Peckham. There was loads of stuff going on, and there was more of a sort of different scenes going on, and so the reggae scene gave way to, like, there was like a rave culture, which gave way to stuff like drum and bass, and everyone was just experimenting, trip hop and everything. And I love the fact that people were that diverse and that kind of stuff, and Jazzy B, you know, all that. When I was coming up, that was what was going on. There was the sort of sound culture and songs getting put together, and it was just very unique time, really, you know. I still see Jazzy from time to time, wandering the streets of Camden, and I still love the music from that era. But I like to also look forward and see and get a new feel of what's happening. And when I write albums, I like to think they sound like, they don't sound like they were written in 1980 or something, you know. They sound something from the time of now, that the flavor that's in there, you know. I just keep moving forward, you know. You got to get your beer drinking, you know, you got to get your liver prepared for that. So you go out a lot, you know, but I prepare, going to rehearsal, trying to work out what we're going to do, what kind of vibe we want to put across. And you just go out there and you gig. The first couple of gigs, it takes a while if you haven't been doing it for a while, but at the moment I'm the hardest working man in showbiz. That's what they tell me. So I'm always gigging and all that, you know, but you I just jump in, you know, and then let the crowd take it to where it's gonna go. It is addictive. The music, because there's music involved, and I could do music 24/7, especially with an audience where the energy is coming back, and that kind of cross-infecting of energy, that thing, there's nothing like it. There's just an energy that you feel connected to total strangers, and I just love that, man. I don't get that very often in everyday life, you know. I wish I did, but, you know, living in London, no. Well, I always say, if you're not passionate about what you're doing, that will get tested, you know. If you're just one of those people that wants to be famous or wants, you know, eventually the business will get the best of you. But if your passion is number one for your art, that gets you through, because it's a roller coaster ride, you know. If you're gonna have a career more than just a couple of years, you're gonna get tested. That passion will get tested. But always put that first, you know, your art, and follow your heart, you know. Simple, but yeah.